Flora. Hey, Flora, there's another one. Look, over there. There you go. Hey guys, I've been waiting for this weekend. I finally have a weekend to get some of the things done. Maybe not major projects, but some little things like getting in the onions. And with the seedlings, I'm going to start acclimating them to outdoor life. And hopefully by next Friday, this coming Friday actually, I will get them in the ground. Anyhow, I almost forgot to get the eggs. So we're going to do that. Hi. Hi. I'm like, what's that? You guys are mad? I'm going to steal your eggs again. Yep, and the nesty box pulled my hair out. Oh well. What? No, you don't get one. And this is why. These are going to my kids. My daughter and her husband and my grandson. I've been giving them to them in like 18 count at a time. And this will make just enough for 18. So you can't have this. I also have been giving a dozen eggs to my mother-in-law. Because it's just the two of us, my husband and I. Ow! She grabbed my finger. No, you can't have this. Here we go. So it's just the two of us. And 3 chickens, 3 eggs a day is a bit much for us. So, and we don't eat breakfast. So when I have a day off, when I cook from scratch, I don't need that much. So I've been giving them away, and not to the girls. Goofy. You goofy. Yes, you're goofy. Yes, you are. You're such a goofy. So is your mama. You know, during the week, I've been eating those Eat Clean meals. I think they are the same company as Factor. But it's been helping me eat clean while I have to work during the week and don't have much time to cook because I get home pretty late. So I really don't need the eggs daily. Where is my manners? I'm so sorry. I am Stacy Jo, but you could just call me Stacy if you'd like, or Stace or Stacers or whatever. Just don't call me late for dinner. And so, welcome to Indecisive Gardener's Backyard Homestead, where you're always welcome to come visit again. I am putting in onions and other things, which we'll get to later. But first I want to get the onions in because that's what keeps rolling in my head. I keep thinking about it all day at work. So this is what I want to do first to get it over with. Um, Onions are a heavy feeder, and you need a lot of fertilizer for them. And it shouldn't be liquid. It should be a dry granule type fertilizer. So first, they do great in manure. And I know I keep uh, rabbit manure because I have rabbits, and that's their sole purpose is to give fertilizer for the garden. But I decided to take advantage of a sale, and I bought steer manure, and so that's what I'm going to use for the onions, just because they are a heavy feeder. They love manure, and it's a good source. So um, that's what we're going to use. And for fertilizer itself, while I'm planting, um, I have all kinds in the greenhouse. I'll just have to dig around and find what we can use for onions. Of course, it's on the bottom. First, I have to unbury the steer manure. I have the planting mix on top of it, and the planting mix is going elsewhere. So let's just move. Okay, here we go. I'm not going to use all of it. It looks like there's a little mold. They were outside, and in the garden center they were outside. So, but it's just the surface. That's good. Let's get a bucket, a little hand something to scoop this out because I don't want to use all of it. What did I come in here for? Some of it's going to go in a wheelbarrow. That's okay. Let's start down here. Oh, there's a strawberry. Good. Volunteer. Oh, another volunteer. That looks like maybe I dropped a pea seed. For those of you who are new, I do not till my garden. Every year I add more and more layers of manure, my homemade compost, store-bought compost, and amendments. And eventually this soil will be in perfection. First, I want to show you the strawberry and the, I think is a pea seedling or whatever it is. Anyway, due to corruption of the audio, I will have to delete this part of the video, and I hope it makes sense later on. And the major part of the video is here, which there is no audio for it. We are planting Walla sweets. They are sets, and I'm hoping that the information I gave here actually comes through. I hope the audio picks up here soon. If not, I will continue to tell you what's going on. So it looks like I'll have to talk us through this. Walla sweets come from Walla, Washington, and these particular ones come from the original farmer that had created this heirloom. Well, as you can see, the roots are beautiful, and we're going to get them in the ground. Okay, I just looked up how much fertilizer, what kind of fertilizer for onions, and it's actually all over the board on Google. All of them have a different say in this subject, so we're just going to go with what I have, the bone meal. Some are saying high nitrogen, some are saying high phosphorus. So, yeah. Okay. Anyway, this is high in nitrogen and phosphorus. Well, 770 anyway. It'll work. Phosphate, I mean. The bag says it's organic, which I try to make sure everything I do is organic. It doesn't always work out. Sometimes someone will give me a free fertilizer, which, yeah, it has happened. But this particular type is organic. Now they need to be 6 inches apart, about the width of a hand. Do not bury your onions, just the roots. Onions can be planted in fall or spring, and the planting date dictates when to start fertilizing them. If you want big and strong onions, it means adding fertilizer when you plant them and consistently through the growing period. There does come a point when you need to stop feeding them, though. Oop, get in there. You could make a trench and do them all in a row first, but I don't. They supposedly will deter pests such as cabbage moths. The white little beautiful butterflies that people think they are actually moths that are eating your cabbages, and they don't like onions. Now, the cabbages are going to get big enough where they're probably going to swallow up some of these, but that'll just keep the water from rotting the onions. And I might just put these all through the garden to deter other pests. Most pests don't like alliums, which is the onion and garlic family. Okay, I think that's it for the onions today. I'm going to succession sow these. So in a week, maybe Friday, I'll put in more on the other side of the cabbages. And then a week later, I'll just put them all around the garden throughout all the different vegetables. But while we are waiting for that video to come out, I want to show you what is popping up in the garden. So, you know how last week I showed you that the radishes and the turnips and all of them are popping up, that I could find just a tiny little green popping up out of the soil, that I wasn't sure if they were seedlings or weeds? Well, I have proof. They're seedlings. Look at that, my friends. Wow. They are everywhere. Of course, me, Stacy fashion. I can't sew in a straight line. For some reason, it's just easier for me to cast them out and hope for the best, and I'll just clip the weaker ones out as they go and keep the strong ones. Seems to work out better for me. There's a really healthy one. And there. And this one already has some different color to it. Let's see what the seed tape is doing. I have Territorial Seed Company here, radishes. Okay, I see something there. A little bit something coming up right there. And I think that's it. Freedom, want to join the show? Yeah? Hey, gorgeous. Hi, beautiful. Yeah. See what the cosmos are doing. These are volunteers. I planted cosmos here last year, and they seem to not be growing much. They're still the same as last week, but there's plenty. I'm kind of excited. I'm excited for the cosmos to pop up because I didn't have to plant them. Even though I'm going to put gourds there that are going to go over the cattle panel, I can work around them. Okay, Here is the cabbages. Last week they were very yellow. They are starting to turn green now. That's good. Still no carrots. If the carrots don't pop up, sorry about the plane. Oh, that's not no ordinary plane. That's a fighter jet. Where are you? Did I miss you? Are you going the other direction? Well, okay. You can't see through the clouds or the trees. I missed it. Shoot. I love the fighter jets. We have a base here. Actually, I'm in Oregon, but I'm right at the border with Washington State. So, and the base is in Washington State. And they come over and yeah, it's so cool. Okay, let's get this show on the road. I have collards. Come this way. Oh, you're so loud. You're right here. Where are you? Okay, that was a second fighter jet, which we missed. So sorry. Back to the collards. And I know you already saw these last week, but let's just take a quick peek. As always, beautiful. And look at the little raindrops, so pretty. I love nature. There's some good lighting. Okay, so here's some more. So basically what I'm saying when I broadcast is just old seeds, old packets that I just want to get rid of so I can make room for new ones. Anyway, this is how I get rid of the old ones. This is what I decided to do last year and this year. Is just throw them out into the ground. And whoever wants to pop up can pop up. So here is some whatever is coming up, plus some radishes too, because I put radishes everywhere. I have a lot of radish seeds. If you can see any purple in there, they are radishes. Ooh, look at this. See that guy? We are doing good. And what doesn't show up, all the bare spots in the garden will be plugged in with actual seedlings that I started in the house under a grow light in my office. And there's a lot of them. Plus I bought some and I continue to buy. First, in January, I bought from Uncle Wayne's tomatoes, and he has more than just tomatoes, but I bought so many. Oh my gosh. I do have to keep room for those. So any volunteers that are not healthy, they're not going to make the cut. I have to make room for my other plants that are coming in. We have an ominous cloud coming in. They say it's going to rain tomorrow. It might start raining tonight. Oh, dear. Okay. No bueno. I like playing in the garden. I like the sun. I like the vitamin D. Feels good right now. Okay. I just brought some of the plants that I bought from work, from our garden center. I got some artichokes and some dill. Dill is another deterrent for pests. And I'm going to put them around the cabbages. So, hi girls. Hi Liberty. It looks like I have a few in here. That's why I bought them. So I'm going to put them, like I said, around the cabbages. This is dill, by the way. Fern leaf dill. We are just going to separate them. Take them out first. Time to take them out. Starting to wrap around. You don't want the roots to wrap around. You want to be gentle, so try to be gentle with the seedlings. Separate them slowly. Do not tear the roots. All right. There's one. And there's two here, which is going to be tricky. Shoot. Very tricky. Okay, and some more. Freedom. It's just kids playing at the church behind us. There's a lot more in this one. Oh boy. Oh shoot. I think these seeds were piled on top of each other. There's one. Okay, let's try this some more. Had to move because my knees are killing me. There we go. And that's better. Better angle. And there. There we go. Now let's stick them into the ground. Okay, they are in. Hopefully they survive with all that disturbance. That one I kind of bent. Whoops. And unfortunately, I miscounted. I dug a hole and I don't have one for it. So now, my goal is to convince my husband to come out and put up some raised beds that I purchased from Tractor Supply. And I need to get them out today. Am I filming? Yeah. Make sure any air pockets is eliminated because you do not want the roots to touch any kind of air. They need to be touching soil. And remember, Mother Earth is modest. She likes to be covered with mulch. Oh. I have other things I want to do, like sweet potatoes. I just bought some organic ones. I'm going to grow slips from them. First time I ever done that. And normally I put them in dirt, or I just buy the slips from like Gurney's or Burpees or whatever. So we're going to experiment and try. So hopefully I'll have slips in the future I can show you. And because I have never done this before, I'm not going to show you how to do it. But yeah. I did get some done. I got the onions in, the dill in, the artichoke in. Showed you guys around. Battery.
Good morning, everyone. My battery yesterday died, so we're going to wrap it up today. And I just want to tell you, thank you for watching my channel. Do you hear it? The clicking sound. I believe it's a hummingbird, and I'm trying to figure out where it is. Unfortunately, I never find the hummingbird. It's a typical rainy day here in the Pacific Northwest. But the show must go on, and there's something romantic about rain, and the flowers are starting to pop. Come join me. These chickens are my life right now. I just adore them. I'm so glad that I got them. I've only had them for a year. I've already had my first scare with Flora, who broke her wing. It is healed now. We're doing great. I just adore their little sounds.
What? You want more? Huh? Do you want more? Look at me. Look at me. Oh. No, sweeties. I got it. That's scratch. I need to put it on the ground so you can scratch it. Sweetie. Hey, get out of the way. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. We'll just put it in one pile here. It's raining. I'm not letting you out. Hey. Move. Move. There. Calcium, mealworms, grain. Yummy. A little bit of grit. Only 2 today. And to sustain them for the rest of the day, they're able to eat out of their automatic chicken feeder. Yes, I'm a drowned rat right now. Next day, my battery died, so I wasn't able to film. Anyway, my husband actually put the raised beds together, and there's one little problem. They're too big for this area. So I'm stacking them, and I was planning on doing that anyway. I was going to buy some more and stack them. Originally I wanted to put it in like a flower pattern where you had, you know, the 4 like this, and then the center would have been, you know, lined with the beds. Okay, so in the center it was be a free planter box, right? So that was my plan, but these are too big. They don't fit in my little tiny 12 by 12 in-ground garden here, so we are going to stack them, and I am going to get the power tool when it stops raining, so you'll probably see it in a different video. And anyway, I'll show you what I'm going to do. So you have these here. This is the trim piece here. I'm just going to unscrew them, take the trim piece off, and this one down here is going to get stacked on top of that one. Remove the eggs. So anyway, before I get too wet out here, which I think it's already too late, I just want to wrap this up. Sorry my battery died yesterday, I couldn't finish, but yeah, we still got things done. So remember to plant kindness, to grow love. God bless. Have an awesome day, and until next time, see ya.